하나는 위나이트는 하나는 루피티는 위나이트는 하나는 하나는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 하나는 루피티 루피티 하나는 위나이트는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 루피티 하나는 위나이트는 루피티는 하나는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 하나는 위나이트는 بالبنزينة. لا لا لا. وين أجينا؟ لا لا لا. وين أجينا؟ وين أجينا؟ لا لا لا. وين أجينا؟ لا لا لا. بالبنزينة. لا لا لا. وين أجينا؟ Auf, go! Auf, go! Here we go. Auf, go! we go. Momo. Off we go. Off we go. Okay, here we go. Off we go. Half. Off we go. Here we go, hey. Off we go. Here we go. Calm. Off we go. Off we go. Off we go. Here we go. Off we go. Off we go. Half jumbo. Off we go. Here we go, hey. Six. Cadence, lock in the cadence, Up we go. Up we go. Half 18, up we go. Up we go. Up we go. Chip, up we go. Okay, here we go. Up we go. Up we go. Here we go. Up we go. Half 18, up we go. Chip! Up. Half 88. Apple. Half. Up we go. 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 we go. Up we go. Half jumbo, half jumbo. Up we go. Momo, Momo, Momo. Up we go. Okay, here we go. Up we go. Half, 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 half. Up we go.
It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Davante Adams. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Packers and the Giants under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw his efforts in trying to play better.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. It's caught here by Adams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Little short pass here to Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers again now. And he can't get away from the putting in the work and getting that stop defensively. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break, but how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Read option. This is great. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Giants had 3-9 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Benjamin Victor. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On first down, Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a 1st down. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact and keep your balance.
2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire. Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, nice move. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Jones is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And New York set to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 24, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And Saquon going to have a Giants 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd and 10. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
In possession switching back to the New York Giants. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones now throwing on first down. That is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He finds Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Sly able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Rodgers to throw once more, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now Jones. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that'll keep this a one-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That one behind his man, incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
23 yards, the final tally.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the run, this is Gray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing, Jones. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he hit
at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They run again here with Gray. A strong running to about the 35, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It's caught here by Adams. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Jones. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Gray. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, now Rodgers. That's caught by Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to get the lead up to 4. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to be...
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily,
But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Azeez Ojulari
drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the run.
Leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Gray. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Gray. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
23 yards the pickup there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he finds Montgomery, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Rodgers again now. That's out to Hill, right side, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New York ready to go again offensively.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Jones. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That one complete to Hill. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now Rodgers. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Crosby is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Jones. Connects with Slayton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
This is 1st and 10. Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Jones.
Hard throw, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it's flip up here and allow the touchdown.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers to throw. Watson making the catch. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and
it.